Alright, what's going on? It's Carson, Oreo Firelight, finally back with a video. Here we go. This is going to be a film breakdown of the games me and my team played for the RLCS 2026 First Open. It's going to be probably a really long video. I think I want to cover the whole, like a whole series per video. So a total of 4 or 5 videos, I forget. And just talking about the highlights and the lowlights in the game probably. Maybe I'll just do the whole game. I'll just play it and talk as it goes. Real quick, here's my team. Oreo Firelight, that's Carson, Spooky, Austin, Miss Blurred, Gabby. Just so you know, if I'm saying names and whatnot, you won't get confused. So, here we go. We didn't make it past day 1. We got dropped in the loser's bracket. Not this series, we won this series, but the next one. So let me just pause real quick, and I'll play it from my perspective for the time being until something happens. Overall, I think we played pretty good. We played about as good as we usually play in ranked, probably a little better. We were definitely more focused. See right there, that was a good pass to Gabby. She tried to get it mid. Just hard to get that kind of power off the wall. Just keeping the rotations like consistent is like the struggle. See, I was kind of cutting there, but then Austin probably called me off, so I turned back. We were hard combing this entire time. I'm asking for it mid, mid, mid. I don't think that gets hit mid though. Let's look. See if it was a mid attempt or what, because these are the kinds of things that add up. Yes, she did try to hit a mid, but it was also kind of risky with an opponent in our face. So let's go ahead and go to the first goal scored by us. Let's see what happened. How did we get to that point? Hit off the wall. Austin bangs it over, which is the right play. Goes again, which is tough because he was coming in with a lot of speed. Let's go back to Austin's POV. Come. Actually, that's kind of just open, but it's a tough shot with the way it's bouncing off the wall like that. You're going to hit it with a lot of power no matter what. Comes in with a lot of speed. It's better to miss it high than like a weak touch to them, I guess. I'm guessing Gabby put this in. Yeah, she's pretty good with the backboard reads, so all in all, not bad. Let's switch to the fly cam here. Let's get up in the sky. We're about to score another goal, so let's see what happens here. Touch around Austin. He kind of here's an issue. Let's go to Austin's POV. It's a tough play. So he has 100 boost. The ball's coming to him. I think he's trying to shoot that. So I guess it was well intentioned, but it's a tough shot regardless. And then we'll go to Blurred. Here's her POV of that. Comes across. It's an awkward scenario all around. We'll go back to me here. I at least get the bump. Now when I'm coming off the wall here, it's I think he's taking it up here, but then he flips and misses, so now I gotta come down, and now I'm jumping kind of sideways. Not sideways. Like my car's leaned up like on the corner of the wall there when it ramps up, so I'm not jumping at a good angle. Thankfully I at least get a bump. And then I'm kind of flipping through. Oh yeah, I do get a demo. Nice. While I'm thinking about it, I think our demo game was lacking heavily. The two teams that beat us were demoing out of their minds. I think especially the first team that beat us. It's something like we just gotta implement more. Let's see how this goes in, because they get a kickoff goal, which is always sad. Yeah, I remember. They were forcing it. I'm trying to force this towards our corner. Let me back up. I'm trying to force this back to the corner that Gabby's going to. You can see I jump off to the side, but these guys weren't all that great. They were like champs. And so this guy's doing like an even slower kickoff. So I kind of just slide by. He gets the juice. Austin kind of peels off early. If he was still straight on, he might have just had a goal, but it all happens in the blink of an eye here. I'll let you see it. Like, it's easy to say he should just go straight forward, but it happens in the blink of an eye. Now let's see what Blurred saw, because These are always very annoying, and see if it's preventable. So bad kickoff from me. Not a great trail from Spooky. And there's your issue, probably. Maybe. I think I usually turn upfield. When it comes back like that, though, I don't know. Maybe she was already committed to the turn, but let's see. I think she has that. She, I never noticed, like, I didn't notice this in the moment because, like, I'm playing and whatnot, but I think if she just goes for the ball, she has a save, but she kind of, I don't know, maybe this was just like a misinput. Regardless, kickoff goals are always sad, huh? Looks like we're about to get another goal. We'll go back to my POV. Oh yeah, I remember that. So let's see. I think the positioning here is good. Gabby's ball, I'm kind of behind in mid. Austin's further off to the right. I think I just have to jump early. I mean, this leads to a goal, so it ended up being basically a fake, but it wasn't intentional, and I don't call those fakes if I'm not intentional about it. It came off maybe too hard for me. I probably shouldn't have even bothered jumping, but it ends up working. I miss. It wasn't a fake. I miss. Austin's there, and it's a goal. We can go further up. This first series is kind of a wash. See if somebody hits this right. It's fine. 50. Float here. Try to maybe tap this left. Okay, I did. Alright, so let's see. Break this moment down. When he hits it up like that. Yeah, there it is. Because this probably should have been our ball, like uncontested. But she thinks, I believe, that I'm going to somehow drop this like maybe straight down. But I'm hitting it left and she comes up too much and now it's over her head. Now she's awkward and now it's past her. Let's go back from my POV. Now what are my options? I have 0 boost, so actually I don't have any options. I can kind of throw my car, like lean down to like hit it a little harder. But my options are, let's see. Like I said, this is going to be a long video. I'm kind of just thinking it out, like there's no script for this. My options are what? When I'm floating, kind of what I saw in the moment. I can hit it straight forward. That's all blue team. I can hit it right, but Austin just went back. He's basically on the wall. Or I can hit it left where I believe I just saw a teammate going. Let's see. I'm sure I saw Gabby. She hits it. Look, I can see her. I can see her. I can see her. I can see her. And I knew that mid boost was there, so she's going to grab it. So left is my option. This happens a lot with our passes, especially with Gabby, where I feel like she's a little too far up. Usually it's on the infield passes, like when you're trying to score. This one, not the same scenario, but same thing where a little too far up. I don't know exactly where she is. My option is hit it left and let them deal with it, let her deal with it. So it's like in baseball, if you're charging a pop fly, it's way easier to come into it, like start back and come in, than to be in and try to go back. It's far more awkward. Doesn't lead to anything. We get a save here, apparently. Yeah, good save by Austin. They didn't take advantage of it properly. I'm sitting behind Gabby, sitting behind Gabby. Here's another interesting. Let's see. So she goes, boom, 50. Now I'm thinking those two went, so now it's me and Eagle. Like now it's our ball to try to challenge. I believe Gabby still jumped here, but I don't know if it was for the boost. No, it was for the ball. Now I just don't. I'm just gonna plain and simple say I think that's my ball all the way because look at Eagle. Yeah, Eagle has obviously her beat by a mile, and I think yeah we kind of 50'd it. So that's mine there. So now I kind of got to quicken my rotation. Thankfully Austin was in the right spot. When I see a double coming like this, usually I'd rotate a little slower because I have like 2 more turns before it's my kind of turn to go for the ball, if that makes sense, as like the third man. When I see a double commit like that, I'm going to cut my rotation kind of a little faster, and I was already getting ready to loop back around, but now I'm back. See, these are the kind of... We played a bad team, so a lot of this is like, what's to whine about? But look at this. This is fine, we already talked about this. We had a 50, down, 28, but look how... Now we're kind of all... Like, that's balls behind her, obviously, by a mile. If these guys were good, like you saw what they just did, he hit it into his own teammate. This goes from a double commit to kind of a wasted touch. He cuts it. If that Felsick guy wasn't in the way, he can maybe take this up the wall. Austin's there, but who knows how that 50 shoots out. They have, let me really get into this, this Eagle guy. If he sees this, right, if this guy, let me go back. I'm breaking this down like minute details here. Let's see. So he cuts this. What if he doesn't flip exactly? What if he catches it like he probably should have and tries to turn? This Eagle guy, he's got boost and he's got me like dead to rights. He can try to come kill me. Austin doesn't have much boost. So if he hits it up the wall, I don't know if Austin can get to that. And if he takes a good 50, it could spit out this way. This guy can try to just turn and demo. And Blurred, Gabby, who... You know, it started out here in this corner. It's like a, you know, whatever double commit. Who cares? It's now gone all the way here, and to the boost. Now, obviously, she grabbed the boost because the ball kept coming, but she was already like in this area. And against a bad team, it's who cares. Against a good team, it's why am I the last one back kind of deal. It's the sort of thing that, you know, you want to think about. See how this goes. He gets a 50. I'm going to try to control it. That's a good fake right there. Obviously, this guy's coming in at 100 miles per hour, so I slowed it down a bit. Control, control, control. I went for a bump on the second guy, not Felsick. I went for a bump on him. I missed both anyways, but this should have been a goal. And instead, it turns out to be a goal for the other team. Let's look one more time. One guy passed. There's one guy out of the scene. And then a double commit on the ball on their goal line. Look at the net here. It's open sesame. This guy's floating over with zero boost. This guy's zero boost coming down. I'm obviously not a defender, so ignore me. Look at this. Into the net. But something went wrong here, so let's see. Okay, so if I had to guess, if I had to put myself in the mind, Gabby thought it was Austin's ball. So let's go back. She's looking. Boom. So she doesn't have the greatest angle. She would have to come across to the right. Kind of boom. It probably wouldn't have too much power. That guy's kind of scaring her probably a little bit, even though he's out of the play, I think. Let's see what Austin saw. I go up. He sees Gabby turning for it in his mind. And so the two of them kind of both think the other person's there. That was just a weird, probably accidental puff. And it ends up in a goal, which is sad, but, you know, happens sometimes. They get another goal here or something. Or we're blue team. Oh, okay, I see. They get a save. So, boom, good boom across, good hit off the backboard, just a missed double. Gabby's probably not exactly ready for just a complete miss, so it gets like a soft thing like that, and at that point, as the third man, the ball's rolling on the ground, I can't get on top of my car or anything, I think I just have to take a 50 here. What are my options? I could try, maybe I could have tried, I would have to get around it a little more to hit it in this far right corner right here. I would have had to come around a little more and maybe hit it. This guy maybe could have taken it. At this point in the game, I'm not much of a risk taker, especially on their goal line when I'm technically the third man. So I opt for just a 50. If it goes in, it goes in. It doesn't. It spits out. Rotating back, rotating back, rotating back. Gabby's ball. Good job hitting it left. I probably should have stayed on the ground a little more here. to catch up to the ball. I jumped a little too early, and I don't think I could reach it anymore. Let's see. I mean, I was boosting for most of that. It might have just been a little too far forward. Either way, it was getting blocked. So, same result, pretty much. That Felsic guy was right there. Is what it is, though. Sorry for all the camera twitching. That's kind of how I play sometimes. We'll go back to this moment. I have 47 boost. There's no mid, and it bounces out violently. Gabby's obviously not going for this, so I'm just trying to go up, because I don't want them to have like a free ball or nothing. I was just boosting. I don't think I was thinking low or high here. I'm just trying to interfere somehow. I end up bumping the guy. I don't know how much of an impact that had. Here's a good learning moment though right here, actually, now that I'm watching. So bump. Oh yeah, that's awkward. Against a good team, that probably turns into a goal, I would imagine. So let's see, what would I have done? I'm trying to think. I'd probably go here, go, and dude, I'm either rolling that up the wall or I'm turning hard, like I'm going full around here. I'm going full around, like doing a small little circle here. Cause look at the amount of space. You got a lot of it, so you got a little time to sweep around. Kind of gets awkward. I think I still go to the corner because they hit it off the backboard. Now here's an awkward spot for me. Austin takes it. It's me again. I tried to hit it out to him. Let's see what happens. Touch. Yeah, and sometimes that's just how they go. But that's what you're looking for. He leaves it, which is correct. So he's going out. He's going out. Fine with the touch, I guess. Leave it and go. That was a good soft touch, and then just get a 50, basically. Let me check one other thing. So we get the awkward touch. Boom. See, this is kind of like awkward all around. 0. Out to the mid. I mean, it puts the burden on man Austin for sure. But it worked out. Spooky goes. 50. Probably don't go, yeah. Weird bounce, hit it right. Somebody up. Double, try. Hit it hard. Okay, he's keeping it. Good hit around, boost. Let me look at that. Let me think what I would have done in Austin's shoes here. It ended up being decent. Yeah. Soft touch yourself, although that, I mean, it worked, right? I mean, it didn't lead to a goal, but it wasn't bad. It was fine. It was a good outcome, all things considered. I'm wondering if I'm in this spot, if I'm slamming it off the wall for a pass, because it ended up being basically a pass anyways. With like an extra step, but that's fine. Good pass. He should be probably looking for a demo immediately on the backboard, though. Boom, turn off ball cam. Look. He's still not looking. He's looking at the ball. Now he's turning for a boost, but he kind of just flips by. He could have gotten that. He could have gotten that BB Fresh guy. Turn off. Look, and bump right there. He could have had him when he turned, but it's fine. I'm jumping as a third man, but wisely. I remember this moment now that I'm thinking. Let's see. I'm third man. Austin flipped to the corner. I don't know if the boost is there. Okay, no, it wasn't. So I can't get dunked super hard here. There's nobody really behind me, so I'm hitting it over this guy. It's going to be a wash. Hit it over. Maybe if Austin wants to go, yeah. There we go. And we're kind of keeping him trapped, Good pass idea. I think I just missed. It would have been blocked. The other guy hits across, so now we're getting back. I'm behind Gabby. Now it's mine. I'm turning. Beat him there. Awkward landing on the wall, so I'm slow. So yeah, just rotate back. Yeah, good. I'm agreeing with what I did in the moment. What do you know? That's a little weird, I think, right here. Gabby goes, boom. I feel like this. I mean, the Felsic guy jumped and like awkward. He put himself. Let's see what he did. And maybe it's what Gabby saw and why she went. But look, he grabs boost, comes up to him, and watch what he does. That's kind of strange. I would think usually that should be me, because boom, and I'm going for the corner, right? I see it, I see it, I see it. I see him further back, so I have a little bit of time on the ball. The pinch ends up not being so bad, but now I just got to rotate out because now I'm too far up. That could be mine. I'm leaving it for her because she's got momentum. Now it's mine, trying to hit it just out because there's nobody out right for me to pass to. If she would have just kept going, maybe she wanted to steal the boost, I guess. She didn't need the boost, but she wanted to steal it from Buddy. If she... Let's go back. Hits it across. I probably just said keep going, keep going. Okay, I see. So she really wanted that boost, even if it is definitely awkward when you see a teammate like stop all their momentum like that. Like you see him on the ball, still going, and then stop, and then like flip to the side for the boost. I'm thinking I'm gonna hit it out to her, like if she keeps going like outright, but now she's turning my way, so it's not an option. So instead of hitting it right, I'm just dumping it out middle. It's not great because now look, this Eagle guy's got practically a full tank of boost, and if he was good, I mean, he could really make something happen with that, but these guys weren't that great. But it's still kind of awkward even with that. Now I'm up. I should have drove a little more forward before I jumped for that, because now I don't hit it with much power. Just kind of hit it in the area my teammates are. It's like, where do I hit this? It fell sick kind of on the left and the BB guy in the mid, so maybe try to like glance it back to my corner, but no, I'm thinking maybe one of them can get a bump. Just kind of hit it in their direction and high as I can. Stall time. That was a good fake. I got faked out there. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for their corner boost, but I figured after the fake, I'm so close to it. Like, look at that. That was good. And look at their teammates in their own way. They had us. They got in their own way, basically, our opponent here. I go for a boost, and then I'm looking for a demo. That's what you see right there. Whenever I flip past this, boom, get faked. I think I saw that 50 then. I kind of give one more peek. Grab this, and I'm like, is anybody here? Nobody's here, so go back. I'm trying to get behind. Help out Gabby here if she misses that or gets bumped or whatever. He goes. Tap it to Gabby. Good save. Now, should I have soloed this? I have 34 boost. No, probably not. Should I try to shoot it? Maybe somewhere on the top right. Would have been close. Passing it to an open shooter, usually a good idea. She just didn't have many angles to shoot from. That Felsic guy jumped at the right angle, and they got a save, but that was a good shooting opportunity. Austin goes, maybe gets another touch. I remember it kind of got shady here at the end. He goes, which is right. Now, could something have been prevented here? Let's see. Austin has how much boost when he jumps? 61. He maybe could have doubled it. He kind of boosted like sideways instead of up. See what he boosts? He's boosting like sideways instead of tilting his car, but he didn't have enough boost, I don't think, anyways. How much did he have? 60. Kind of all business with that jump. Not much air roll. He maybe could have gotten it more out center, like over Felsic's head, because they're at 0 seconds, so they're all kind of really far up. It hits off the thing. Here's, I think, the issue. I think Gabby maybe should have turned up the wall. When you see that, yep. See how she kind of started to? And then maybe thinks that 50 is going to happen or something and don't want to risk it. When you see that, did she have enough time to turn? I don't know. Maybe she thinks Austin has a double. Here's the issue. Because that's really tough now. Up, turn. No, I would probably just keep going back. Maybe, because Austin's landing like right in this area. I don't know. She's usually quicker to the ball, so, you know, it works if you're the quickest. But they're just a lot closer to the ball as things stand. Anyways, gets over. Am I too far up now? Let's see. So I hear Austin jump, so I'm not going. I needed to swing around wide. It's a nasty habit to get into. Rotating down the middle, but look, it's good to get pads, but when I get to like this one, I need to swing out. Because now look at me. Now I'm front post. Now this ball's over my head. If he would have hit like a perfect shot, I think it's over me. But instead he hits off the backboard. Thankfully I was able to, I think, get a decent touch on this. Yeah. Touch. Now this was just fucking like, what are you doing kind of moment. Austin taking the ball here. Well, this was sloppy. I get it, and I'm still driving, right? Now he can take it if he's going to do something good with it, but at 0 seconds when we're winning, he kind of just fucking farts it up there and proceeds to miss. Now, these guys were not great, so it drops, but that could have been a very, very bad moment in another life. But, yep, that was game 1. Let's get on to game 2. All right, here we are in game 2. We'll start off on my POV. Ooh, and we got a kickoff to start. All right. Or rather, a good kickoff to start, like one straight at me. That's good. A lot of goals given up on kickoffs. Not so much today, but the last thing you want is what's happening right here from the perspective of the other team. You don't want their third man getting a full tank of boost and a clean ball, and you don't want their trailer getting clean possession. It really comes down to the trailers on both teams to kind of manage that. Let's see. Decent pop. A little out of control to start there. Yeah, kind of junk. That was I think a good first touch, but then I kind of boost too far forward and I'm kind of in a weird spot. I try to get a flip. I don't even think I get it. Kind of decent 50. Kind of looking for a bump, and I get out. I needed to play that better if we wanted a goal out of that. Keep the rotations tight. Do I dive there? Probably not. That guy was diving for a demo. Let's see, what do I see? Austin's flipping kind of back in now. What happened in this corner? Let's see. Da-da-da. Coming right. Okay, that was a bump. This guy's coming directly at me. Yeah, I can't turn. If I turn, I die. Turn off Vic, grab the boost. These guys aren't great. Leave that for Austin. I'm coming up front post like this because Gabby's behind me. Or should be. She's watching mid kind of, but it's easier to watch mid. It's easier to do anything, really, if you are... Oh my goodness. Right here. If he passes it mid and you're right here, you can jump up and get it instead of sitting down here and trying to intercept it, because they can hit it over your head easier when you're sitting in the mid like this rather than like back post. There's a reason people preach it so much, but when you're in the moment, you're not often... I mean, you really got to force yourself. Let's go back to my POV. Goes over anyways, regardless. Control the ball. That was whatever. $100 boost. Yeah, that guy read that well, and that probably just has to be a 50. But it gets hit pretty high and awkward. I go. Decent little skim touch. Beat this guy. Good. Still mine on the ground. I got 0 boost, so I just flick it. Could I have done some more? I needed a boost. I didn't have any. 0, 0, 0. I remember Gabby was calling for a pass, but I mean, in what world? I have to be... And there's a guy anyways, so I don't think it was much of an opportunity, even though it maybe looked like it. Keeping the rotation tight. Go here, I think drop mid. Yeah, good, good, good. I maybe could have grabbed that mid boost, but maybe I was thinking Gabby would keep going back and get it, but she turns tighter, so I'm staying back, staying back. Get up to this, because I have the boost for it, so get up early. Tap it left, because I know Austin's going to be back there by now, because he just went here. Boom, he's going back. I was probably calling out left, left, left. He's missing every pad, by the way. Now that I just watch that one moment. He's got like 3 pads there. Gets 1 at least. Good speed. Demoing across like that, I don't know. I usually never do this. I try not to, at least, I don't think. But look, instead of turning left for a demo, I probably because it's not your ball. He knows it's not his ball. Gabby's like gonna be working her way up. I'm usually a peel out, try to catch somebody flipping back. He didn't flip back. That guy's way out, so maybe there's nothing to bump, but now he's underneath awkwardly in the corner. Yeah, there he goes. He gets out. He just didn't get the bump. I don't know. Is that the right play? Thinking purely from his perspective. Let's see. Bang. Yeah, I'm not going. I mean, I'm peeling off right, I think. Maybe trying to demo, but I have 0 boost. Or Spooky as Austin says, 0 boost. So I'm probably peeling out there. Because he doesn't get it. He does steal the boost. So yeah, you could argue that it was the right play, I suppose. Let's go back to me. I'll go back. So 50, whatever. I probably should have went more left there. Leaving it for Gabby. Leaving it for Gabby. I hear Austin. I'm sitting underneath. Where does he want to tap it? I remember this moment. He jumped. I knew it was his ball. I heard him jump, but he didn't call out that he was just dropping or not. So I'm thinking maybe he's hitting it off the backboard or not. If he calls out that he's dropping, I would have been closer underneath, and maybe this is a goal, but he didn't call it out. I still could have tried to dive because, look, they thought I was underneath. When the ball was way up, when Austin had it up there, they're not looking at me. So they probably think I'm ready to go underneath. And they kind of react like I was, but I'm not. Up, up, up. Could I go right there? Boom. This is what I see. I'm thinking that BB guy's going to turn and challenge me, and Gabby's in their net. Why is Gabby in her net? Does she go for a bump, I'm guessing? Yeah. So, boom. She's going for a bump, going for a bump. Bang. Yeah, I'm not going there. Turned off, and now it looks weird because, like, why didn't you go? But I couldn't. And I jumped there because of a potential bumper. It just looks bad on paper, doesn't it? He goes, he goes. Spooky cuts across, gets a kill. I jump over the eagle guy, but now the ball's coming right at me, and I'm floating, so I gotta come down. It's not my ball anymore. But I know Gabby's behind me. This was, I remember, yeah, this leads to a goal. I can see it on the timeline thing, but I remember also in the game. I'm going for this eagle guy. I don't get him, but Austin was bumping the other guy, so it's a goal. All's fair in love and war. Up, double tap. I mean, this is just a missed double, but it's a good setup. Good 50. I have time. I don't know how much boost the guy in net has, but I know he's not on the backboard. So I hit it off the backboard. And I just missed, but still could have been... Yeah, it was still close to being scored. Probably could have been scored. This is just kind of weird at this moment when it's so close on their goal line. Yeah, it could have been scored. There. She gets bumped off. It's probably fine, actually, because Austin was, like, playing it far back. Oh my god, what the f... He was playing that in Narnia. Wait, how did he get back here? He goes for the ball. 50. Oh, see, going all the way. It worked in this scenario. Or it didn't. I don't know if it worked. It didn't lead to anything bad. Going all the way out like this? I don't know. But it ends up working. Gabby hits it out to him. Hit around. He's there. Happens sometimes. Now it's kind of cringed because that... Yep, that's going to happen. A cringe scenario would be... Do you try to 50 here? What do you do? I don't know. Hits it around, but the guy grabs the boost and gets the ball. I think at this point you just got to get out. Or directly back pass it. Don't try to control it. Just hit it directly back maybe to me. I'm behind the ball right now. Over here. I keep hiding the controls on accident. Maybe just boom it over. Maybe you couldn't. But the result is weird. That's not a good thing to happen. It didn't hurt that much. These guys weren't that good to capitalize on stuff like that. But should Gabby be diving at this? Let's see what she saw. Would I do the same thing? It was a little far away, but I mean, probably should have been her ball because I don't think Austin should have turned and stayed on that ball. So you get a demo, yeah. That's just part of getting a demo sometimes. I mean, the dude jumped off, she ends up hitting me, but I think it was fine. Boom. Austin sees it, he goes, yep. Kind of weird on our territory. That's kind of a weird scenario there, huh? I think Gabby just needs to keep going, go here. You got 2 people behind you, me, and then a little further back. Oh my god, never mind, bro. What the hell is happening? Where did he come from? Pops it over. Dude, he did not go for that corner, right? I mean, he could argue like these guys were buns, you guys had it, which was true. But, I mean, he doesn't clear this over. Like, this is in our corner. And this guy, man, that's tough. We're getting back. But Gabby doesn't know that, right? Boom, right here what she sees is this. So, Austin's landing out at mid right now. She doesn't know what way he's going. He should be going back. She should be thinking he's coming back. So I think she goes here. Go. And even if, like if she went directly at the guy, Felsic there, just drive forward and try to demo, try to 50, try to something. Now this guy just wastes it because that's, like I said, what they're doing. And it's a pretty easy read off the backboard, but it's still awkward. Look. From my perspective. I have time to grab this, right? I can see that. And I'm back post. She's there, she's jumping, but she's not going to hit it, so now it's just kind of strange. I can read this off the wall, but I don't even get a good touch. I hit it out mid. Look how dangerous that was. If BB Fresh was a little more patient, I mean, that net's open. Let me go to his perspective. Watch. Like I said, these guys were bad. I mean, that was a random ass spin, but look. Boom. Look how open the net is. If he wasn't so fast. Austin's still in an alternate time code. But regardless of how all that turned out, again, they got a guy with full boost and a clean setup, unless I kill him. No, well, I do kill him. well, that's why you go for the bump. That's why I'm trying to say what Miss Blur should have done there. But this guy gets a bad touch. Look how it goes straight up like that. That's how I knew he was going to jump exactly then. I'm trying to find somebody else. Maybe kill this guy. He's kind of so far out of it. Let's see what happened with the ball. Let's go back. He pops it up. Now Austin comes across. We'll go to Austin's actually because he's kind of the first guy on it. He's finally coming back from his vacation. Sees that. Okay, so comes down after I get the demo. This guy's going, so he kind of waits. Okay, 50. Here we go. Okay, so all plays pretty standard. 50. That's a clean ball. I see what might have happened now. That BB Fresh guy faked it. And might have scared her off of passing. Watch this. He comes in like he's coming for that hard and he peels out. That's why it would have been good if I demoed him, right? Because then he wouldn't be here to fake this. But look, fake, boom. Pulls off. I think that scares her. Otherwise, I'm sitting in mid and I'm coming forward right now. So she could have hit that mid and it would have been a really good shooting opportunity. But you know, I'll give the benefit of the doubt and say that she got faked out there. I probably would have as well. That dude was coming in hot and heavy. It's a good tap and then, yeah, good demo. Yeah, see? It works out regardless. But when you're thinking about it like this, like, you don't, like right now we have the hindsight. We see what happened. And we can be like, what was the right play? Maybe. I mean, it's definitely the right play to leave it and go demo the guy in net. Absolutely. If she got faked, then this was the best play probably possible. If it wasn't a fake and it was just a bang off the... I don't know. Maybe. It led to a goal, right? I think I... Let's see. What did I see? I'm like, mid maybe? No? Okay, bang. And then I see her... Yeah, okay. I see her peel off of it, and it's over the head of the first guy. Over his head, he backflips. She's peeling off, so now it's my ball. Where's Austin at? Yeah, he's... what do you know? Flipping back. Did I see Austin turn around, or did I think this could have been his? Austin's going back. Yeah, Austin's going back. So this is my ball at this point, even though I got to cross the field for it. She's going for a bump, so I'm thinking just put it on net. She gets it. It's a weak-ass shot, but nobody's in net. It's a goal. We'll skip forward to, how about the next goal? All right, this was sexy. Hang on, we'll take a moment to appreciate this. I love that. I love that. Let's see. Because we gave up a couple pinches on the wall. I have time to flip. This guy's coming and he jumps. So if I roll it up standard style, that shit's getting pinched out to our net. So instead of rolling it, I kind of hit it. It looks kind of similar, but I hit it off and get it around that guy. Jump. Pre-flip to get a touch. Now I'm a little awkward, but I got another touch. It's actually pretty good. We'll watch it one more time at full speed. That last touch was nice. It could have been better though, because I took a while to get my nose up, didn't I? Right here, so I bring my nose down, and then I got to bring it back up. That's just the air roll left stuff, you know. It takes a lot of time to master it. But let's see what Gabby saw, because she jumped. Yeah, no. I'll pause it on this one. So, right here, they got 2 people up, right? And me, and I'm still on the ball. So this is just not it. I don't think there's much more to say. There's not much opportunity there. Doesn't hurt too bad because like 2 of them went, so it's like it's not awful if we double commit because they double committed, so it's, you know, balances out. But that doesn't mean you want to double commit when the other team double commits. What did Austin see? Go up. This guy, oh my god, it's like every time I switch to him. Let's see. Why was he back there? Bumped. Yep. I mean, he is purposely missing pads here. Pause. Pad. That pad's missing. Pad. Pad. Let's see the route here. Miss. Oh, we got those 2. Okay. But see, I don't know. I mean, like I said, this ends up being a goal, so how can you... Oh, but it ended up being a goal, but these guys were bad. It's these moments when we play the good teams where it's like what maybe could have happened if we... You know what I mean? Would I have gone back? I mean, sometimes I definitely go way too far out of the play. Absolutely. But look, he could have... Let me see. Let me try to think from my perspective what I would have done. Maybe here, and then this mid's up and running, but that guy gets it, so no. That's a good read not to. But there's a lot of pads up for sale in this area, and a good scoring opportunity, I believe. When you see your teammate get like a free air dribble, it can sometimes... I mean, it's a decent opportunity, right? Look, free ball. But goes all the way back, and I don't know. Gabby goes anyways. That's awkward, and I mean, it shouldn't have been a goal. If we're playing Grand Champs, it's not a goal, but it is a goal, and so it is what it is, right? What can you say? This second game was more of a blowout. Go early, yep. Try to control it, maybe... that was a bad touch from him, because it goes straight to Austin. I'm hitting it to Gabby here, yeah. It's a good try. Anything wrong here? Kickoff goes, can't go. Go up early, which is correct. Soft foot to the corner, this Eagle guy, bad touch. Now let's see what Austin saw. He sees me with low boost and a lot of enemies in the way, so yeah, don't hit it left. The pop to the mid's kind of weird. Like, maybe he thought about it too late. Like, he's going to hit this left. Wait, no, I shouldn't. Because I'm thinking if I know everything that I see here, I'm going to try to pop this right to Gabby, who's, yeah, pretty much always on the lookout for it. It goes over his head anyways. He wisely lets me hit it next because I have a better angle to pass to Gabby. How's this pass? I kind of flip sideways. Maybe could have let it get a little deeper. But it's still a, you know, decent power shot on net, but it's just rolling on the ground, so it's an easy save. Regardless, yeah, pass probably needs to be a little more powerful, and then obviously that shot needs to get off the ground. Let's go back to my perspective. Kinda, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Should I have grabbed that back corner? Let's see. Because I keep talking about other people being out of play. Okay. Let's think about this. Pass to Gabby. I'm kind of turning, like my momentum's obviously taking me straight. The ball goes right. So if I turn right, that's rotating ball side, which is a no-no. I try to turn left, I get bumped. Gabby's very wisely does not go for the corner. I know sometimes she would. Thankfully doesn't. Maybe she saw me get bumped. Maybe just knows she's the second man right now, so she needs to kind of get back. Should I have went for the corner? I think it was fine. The ball's still on their half. I end up grabbing the mid-corner anyways, but I got there quicker because I grabbed the corner one. And I just want to steal boost at that point. I see the ball kind of pops out. What happened here? Let's watch Austin's. That's kind of a similar situation I was in that first game, I think, where if he goes, he probably gets demoed. Yeah, right there. So he turns off. Good. Stays close. Probably should force. Yep. Nice. And so this ball pops out. Good for Gabby. Now, here's an interesting situation. She doesn't have much boost still. Did she? I mean, you could solve a lot of issues by grabbing pads. Look, 0, 12. So grabbed a couple. I'm thinking this pass is kind of going to be on my nose. But look, I don't see... I can see this. I don't see this guy. She does see this guy. And maybe that influences her to hit it further back, not risk it. Yeah, this guy would have intercepted that. We'll play it from the sky view. Boom, she turns, which is correct. Although, honestly, look at that. Now that I'm looking at that, she could have boomed that on net. That actually would have been a goal. But I probably was calling out left, left, left. Let's see. From her perspective, could she have seen it? Look, pad, pad, pad. You see it right here. Hang on. What a perfect pause point. What a perfect pause point. How do I get to the fly camera? Flipping right on these. Boom, 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 boom. Slightly off kilter and you get, you know. It's just something. Something you never know when you're low on boost. It's like all those pads make the difference. They really do. Let's see. Turns. I'm surprised she didn't shoot that. I mean, I must have been calling out left, left, left. So, should I have called out that it was open? I don't think I saw that it was open. I'm looking at this. I'm thinking, because their third guy went all the way to the corner. Huh. It was definitely open, though. Now I'm looking at it. It's like very open. Huh. Hits it behind anyways, which is like the safer route. So she sees the guy. Hits it behind me, which is whatever. Obviously, I want it on my nose, but there's a guy there, so she sees that. I don't. Hits it behind. Smart. I see Austin in net. Soft back pass. Perfect. Austin hits it around. Good. He didn't have much boost, so he kind of musties, whatever. You know, it's because we were beating these guys by a good amount. We knew we were beating them. I don't think he does that normally. I think I tried to get like a fake or something there. That was sloppy. I think maybe I could have... Yeah, maybe I could have hit it hard off the little wall to the left there and try to pass it to Gabby, who I believe got demoed, so was coming back. Yeah. So boom, she spawns. Spawns and... Okay, spawned and immediately tried to go for this back boost, which I don't think existed. Yeah, see the guy. So really she should... I mean, this is like... You have to keep this info in mind. Like, there's a lot to think about here, but watch. From hindsight and from being able to pause and replay, this is what you can see all in one swoop. Sorry, had a little disruption, but I'm back, so let's go back to this. Like I said, I don't know if I said this or if this was part of it that was cut. Fucking Connor spam calling me, bro. He does this every fucking time he wants to play. God damn it. But let's see. With the benefit of hindsight and being able to pause and replay everything. Boom, that Felsic guy is going to the corner, so that boost is going to get taken. And then dead. And I'm in our corner grabbing that boost, so there's no back corner boost for us. So spawning and then going like kind of across for the corner, but she realizes they're not there, probably a little too late. Ends up working though, right? are not hurting, rather. So, you know, but like I said, against a better team, who knows? It's easy to analyze other people, though, isn't it? Let's see, from my perspective, yeah, back pass, grab that. I'm turning because Gabby's dead, so I'm going up, going up, going up. I'm playing whatever comes here. I probably just need to hit this off the wall. Now, granted, Gabby wasn't there, but I didn't know that. So I should have, you know, could have passed that mid. I get like a weird 50. It pops mid anyways, but nobody there yet. 50. Austin's up. Not much to go off there. Tried to shoot it, but there's no angle there. And we're not playing our cleanness anymore either because we knew this game was in the bag. I think I should have slammed it harder maybe on the backboard and try to get it out to like Gabby. Anyways, we're rotating. Sorry for the camera flicks. I use my camera a decent amount when I play. I'm like looking around. See, I see the corners there. I'm kind of like looking, where's ball? Can I go for the corner? Can I go for the corner? When I see that the guy hits it away, I'm like, yeah, I can go for the corner. Austin's ball. I'm going to be next here. Good beat. Hit it out mid. Austin's there. Now, this was close to being a good scoring opportunity. And it's a good job from Austin to turn like that because Gabby backed up in net to dodge a bump. So Austin goes. He needs to hit this down though because I'm still falling. And I have low boost regardless, so he kind of needs to get, I mean, it would have to be like a kind of a perfect pass. It's not, it's a little high, so you just kind of, it's a wash. It's fine. Fine, let's go back to me. Gabby's up. Look at this BB Fresh guy. Did he pre-jump the pass mid? Let's see. I remember thinking that in the moment, like, wow, he's up for that? Did he pre-jump a pass mid? Okay, no, he didn't pre-jump it. He kind of jumped from a weird side angle. I thought he pre-jumped in the moment. Boom. This was a good job from Gabby to hit it mid. And I'm turning. Turning. I probably need to get up a little quicker to this. That BB Fresh guy would have beat me if he was like a good player. I probably needed to, instead of flipping back, pad. Yeah, instead of flipping right there. Flipping right there I think was incorrect. I probably should have maybe grabbed one more pad and then just turned. Maybe Gabby was calling out middle, or maybe not, but I should assume middle anyways. I should have been beat to this ball, but I'm kind of not. I actually end up getting it under him, but I'm floating. And then I turned for a bump, right? Remember I was talking about earlier with Austin in the corner. Would I do that? It appears that I would. It's a very similar scenario, I think, except there's not even boost to steal. I think it's because I land. Let me go back. Up. Boom. Because I'm like landing on the left, kind of, basically. And he's turning, like, right. The Felsic guy's, like, turning into me. And so I'm thinking maybe he keeps coming. Maybe I get a bump. The last thing I want to do is pinch this. Did I? Let me check from... well, maybe Gabby's perspective, I think. Did I end up pinching that? No, it's a clean hit. So, thankfully I didn't pinch it. I'm never going for the ball there. I definitely was going for Carr. It's a good pass opportunity, good block. Get out. I don't know if I should have went for mid there because the corner's back there. Let's see. I'm checking ball cam. But you see how I'm at least monitoring the situation, right? It's a good save, or whatever. I'm like flipping and then I'm looking. Flipping, looking. Because when you're flipping, you can't make any changes. So you're set on your path. So you have a brief moment to like look around. Look how far out of the play I am. I probably need to be taking the pads there instead of going for the mid. Whatever. I'm not going there because I'm third. Should I have? Let's see. Because it's kind of weird. Gabby hits it to Austin, and then... okay, I see. So no, this isn't me. Did she try to pass it to Austin? It looks like it, but it's behind him. So she stays on it, but misses. Yeah, obviously, as the third man, I can't read that. I just have to make do now. Fake. Pop. That I don't love that, though. Because one of them was up. And that could have been a scoring opportunity for them. What should I have done? maybe let it get deeper and then try to hit it to the corner probably. I kind of was recovered for a save. If it would have been low and kind of in the middle area of the net, I would have had it saved. But a really good player could probably scores there. And then I get dunked, which is awful. Let's see, boom. I don't have much boost. Catch. That guy kind of comes in quick and catches me off guard. I mean, as soon as I saw him, I'm flicking. But he jumped high over it. Good job to him. Thankfully, it doesn't lead to anything bad. Open net. Austin should have passed it to me here. He has no business going for that. I'm about to run out of time on this 60-minute video window, so let's see. Control. Sure. I mean, we're up 4-0 at this point. It's all kind of, we're definitely not locked in as we should be. Or, as we should be. I mean, we're winning, so we didn't need to be any more locked in. Pass. I go solo. That was a bad first touch by me, but what are you going to do? Austin should have back passed there. I remember if this goes in. I mean, I'm looking at it on the replay line. This was bad. This happens a decent amount, not in this tournament per se, but just over the course of playing games. That. And then a double commit, and they both miss. Like, you could easily just say we're not focused at this point, and it doesn't matter. And it didn't matter. But it still probably shouldn't be happening. I don't know. I get it. We were fooling about. It didn't matter, so probably not important. Oh, this was a cute little dribble. I got 25 seconds or 30 seconds left in this. Watch this, and then I'll end the video. Ooh, look at all those touches. Alright, and that was the end of the first two games. These were best of threes, so we won the first two, won our first series. And next video I post will be the analysis from the second series, which may or may not have been a lot harder and didn't go our way at all. So, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.